You know what? Let's start off. I want to bring up just two. I want to preface this conversation with two thoughts, 2 points. Um, Number one, I just want to. I'm going to give myself permission. Like this is just a conversation of thoughts that we're going to have, and I'm going to give myself permission to that. Maybe all my ideas aren't great ideas. The point of this is just to initiate and spark conversation. I think there's a lot of important, really important conversations that we're currently not having in our culture, in our society, even as a species. So really, that's kind of part of my purpose is just to evoke those conversations, encourage those conversations that I believe we're just being left out right now. So that having been said, um, you know, I also want to share the idea of you don't have to know the answer to a conversation to initiate the conversation. In fact, the point of conversation is to get those thoughts thinking and get people engaged, and through that, the answer will eventually reveal itself. So, with this conversation today, it's a deep one. It's something that's on my mind every day. It's actually the first thought I have when I wake up and the last thought I have when I go to bed, but that doesn't mean I know the answers. And so I'm going to give myself permission to not know the answers, but and I'm going to and because I'm able to give myself that permission, that creates a space where everybody else has that same permission. So, and even some of the greats throughout history, some of the great orators, some of the great leaders, even they had some not so good ideas, or but they didn't let that stop them. They were all about sparking conversation and getting people to think. So, and secondly, I'm also going to allow myself to be imperfect and still have a voice. It seems like I don't know, we're currently in an era where a lot of people will say, when someone is speaking or whatever, they'll point out something in their past or whatever. You know what? Let's just give everybody permission to be human. And I would further point out that it's actually my imperfections and your imperfections that make us perfect for contributing to the rest of the world and to contributing to other people. Because quite frankly, if I was perfect, I would not be relatable, and I would probably not be, and so would anybody else. They would be completely unrelatable and just really would lose credibility. I mean, if I'm imperfect, what does someone who's perfect really have to offer me? Because they're not going to have the same experiences, therefore they're not going to have the same viewpoints, and not viewpoints, excuse me, but the same viewpoints from those experiences of hardship, failure, mistakes, being wrong, and yes, even doing things of low character. So that's all of us. And, with that, I think we can enter this conversation with an open mind and just create a space where all we're doing is sharing ideas and engaging conversation to get those ideas to continue to grow and flow.